Hello students, welcome back in today's class. Today we are going to discuss regarding a new topic, that is Niti Aayog, which has been added up from this year in your political science syllabus for class 12. As you can see in the very first slide, that is Niti Aayog, you have been provided with the full form of Niti, that is National Institution for Transforming India. So let's see in detail that what all things are there regarding Niti Aayog. The Niti Aayog is a national institution for transforming India. It is a policy think tank, think tank that was established to achieve the sustainable development goals through cooperative federalism. Okay, so first of all, what do we understand by think tank? A think tank or a policy institute is a research institute, that performs the research and the advocacy concerning the topics such as social policy, political strategy, economics, military, technology, and culture. Okay, so to achieve these kind of researches are going on so that there will be the establishment to achieve the sustainable development goals. Now the term sustainable development, you all are very aware about it. What do you understand by the term sustainable development? Okay, so the development that is going on to sustain for a very long term, that is, the development should be there in the terms of increasing the productivity, okay, and at the same time there must be the judicious use of the resources which are available for a long term development procedure. Okay, now these goals will be achieved through what? Cooperative federalism. Now the term federalism, you all are very aware, as in class 11 we have done that. What do we understand by the term federalism? Okay, so when it comes to the term federalism, we are aware with the term quasi federal government. And what do you understand by quasi federal government? The government, okay, in which the union government or the central is having much more power, okay, or the central government is more powerful than the state government. Okay, so at that time there was the central or the union government is which is much more powerful than the state government. But in place of quasi federal government, we are talking about cooperative federalism. So what do we understand by the cooperative federalism? As you have seen that when it comes to quasi federal government, it is that particular you can say time when the union government is more powerful than the state government. But when it comes to cooperative federalism, it refers or it means that the union government and the state government are having the equal power, and there must be cooperation among the union government and the state government for implementing any kind of a policy. Okay, so cooperative federalism encourage healthy competition among the states by adopting a bottom up approach. Now what do we understand by bottom up approach? Now for understanding the bottom up approach, we need to understand first what is top down approach. Now top down approach is basically that particular approach in which the planning is being done or the planning is being made at the top level, that means by the central government, and it will be implemented in the state government. Okay, whatever the planning is needed to be done, okay, for a particular policy, that will be done by the central government and it will be implemented, okay, to the state government directly without any consultant. So this is your top down approach. Please listen very carefully. Now in opposite to top down approach, we have bottom up approach. That means the grassroots level or the policy which will be established or which will be implemented must be taken by keeping in consideration the problems or the issues which are being faced at the grassroots level. Okay, by taking the cooperation or by taking the help of a particular region or the state. Okay, so whatever the issues or the problems are being faced at the grassroots level, the policy will be made based on those difficulties, based on those problems, and then it will be implemented by the central government. Okay, so I hope you are getting the difference between the top down approach and the bottom up approach. In short, you can say that the bottom up approach is referring to the term decentralization. Okay, decentralization. So by adopting a bottom up approach, the Niti Aayog acts in the spirit of cooperation or in a spirit of cooperative federalism, as it ensures participation in all the or of all the states in the country. Next is need. Why do we actually need such a planning, or you can say such a institute of Niti Aayog? Now, let's see. After independence, a planning commission was based on socialist model. Okay, based on socialist model was formed for the planned development of India. Now, we know that the 5-year planning which has been done or which has been taken by India, it has been taken from the USSR, and USSR being one of the superpower bloc based on the policy of command economy. That means the central is going to take the economy plan and is going to implement to all the other countries, right? So when in 1991 India liberalized its economy, okay, at that time India has adopted or has moved forwarded, okay, by adopting, instead of command model, India has adopted market economy. Okay, when it comes to market economy, we are referring that now the India is entering into the competition world. Okay, or it is entering into the competition with the entire world. Are you getting? So in the year 1991, India liberalized its economy and has shifted from command model to market model. And when it comes to market model, market economy or market model is referring that now you are entering into the competition not only within yourself but with the entire world, right? So after this, the era of globalization has also came up. So in the era of globalization, especially in the 21st century, it was becoming ineffective and irrelevant, particularly in terms of coping with the pressing challenge of development. That is, now when you are entering into the era of globalization, that means you are entering into the competition, right? So there must be a better technology, or technology should be better than the other countries, but not only in the field of technology, but at the same time the particular nation must also be better in other areas than the other countries in the world. Especially if you want to call India as a developed country, or you want to see India as a developed country between 10 to 15 years, then you have to make yourself competitive enough either in areas of governance, technology, military, human resources, education, and other areas. Okay, so you have to make yourself competitive enough to fight against the other countries in the world. Therefore, after it has been seen that, so for following such kind of a development or for attaining such kind of a development, the planning commission was not effective enough, or you can say was not good enough to meet the present challenge of the development. Okay, that's why there was a need of alternative arrangement, okay, for an alternative suggestions from the very era of Manmohan Singh itself. That means when Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister, from that time only there was a thinking that was going on for an alternative arrangement rather than continuing with the Planning Commission. And finally, when Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister, okay, after he took up the position of Prime Minister, it was during his first Independence Day speech, on 15th August 2014, that he talked about the abolition of the Planning Commission on 1st January 2015. Okay, so this was the basic idea of why there was a need of a alternative arrangement like Niti Aayog beside then continuing with the Planning Commission. Next is composition. So basically the team which should be there, or the members should be there in the Niti Aayog is your Prime Minister itself as a chairperson, a governing council composed of chief ministers of all the states and the union territories, and at the regional council, that is for the regional level, the council has been made, and this regional councils composed of chief ministers of state and the governors of union territories in the region to address if there is certain kind of a specific issues, okay, which is referring not only one region but more than one state. Okay, so these are the basic information regarding Niti Aayog, that is the composition, why there was a need, and what do we understand by the term Niti Aayog. Okay, this much for today class. Tomorrow we will be continuing with the next subtopics. Thank you class.